In my last video, we proved that organic crops can grow here even when everyone said they wouldn't. But growing the harvest is only half the battle. The other half, protecting it. Today, I want to talk to you about why I choose this wooden bamboo fence and why, in natural farming, a fence is more than just a boundary. Assalamu alaikum everyone. I am Mona Zakir and welcome back to Monza Farms. If you have livestock, you know the curiosity. My goats are energetic and always looking for snack. Without a barrier, my months of hard work could disappear in a single afternoon. But in natural farming, we don't want to use harsh chemicals or ugly industrial materials. We want a solution that breathes with the land. To protect the plants and vegetable beds we worked so hard for, I am heading to find out a perfect boundary. I am looking forward for something natural, sturdy, and sustainable. After searching, Alhamdulillah, I found exactly what I was looking for. This bamboo checks fence. It breathes and it's much safer for the animals than sharp wire. Let's get this loaded and head to the farm. A quick pit stop for some fresh sugarcane juice. The perfect fuel to get me through the day before we reach the farm. Last month, every time we opened the shed, the bigger goats would rush out first. Before the worker could even guide them, they would run straight into the plantation, which you can see. Tiny plants, freshly planted plants, just gone in minutes. And I used to stand and think, we worked so hard for this. And this hard work was destroyed in seconds by the goats. And the goats are now already curious. In natural farming, a fence isn't just about keeping things out, it's about creating a balanced ecosystem. We are placing this near the goat shed to create a clear, no grazing zone for the plants. This is a temporary setup. We are just measuring and seeing how this is gonna look and how many fence more we'll be needing. We started planning. Where should the post go? How much space should we leave? How strong it should be? And now the real work begins. As each wooden post went into the soil, I kept thinking, we allow so many things to enter our life freely. Unwanted advice, disrespectful tone, people who mock our dreams, conversations that drains us, and we call it adjusting. But there's a difference between adjusting and allowing damage. If someone constantly leaves you heavy, it's okay to reduce the access. If we can protect our plants and if we can protect our goats, why can't we protect ourselves, our mind, the same way? Honestly, I realized something that day. When something isn't working, you don't sit and complain, you find a solution. You take responsibility. Life is like that too. Boundaries are not about locking someone in, they are about guiding movement. Even on the farm, I don't cage animals unnecessarily. This is just to show them the right path. In life too, boundaries doesn't mean you're rude. They mean you're responsible. Responsible for your peace, responsible for your energy, responsible for your future. Slowly, piece by piece, hammer by hammer, boundaries are built the same way. Not overnight, not in anger, but consistently. Sometimes you feel guilty, sometimes people will question you, sometimes even you will doubt yourself. But remember, unprotected land invites damage. Some people express in words and some express it in responsibility. My husband doesn't talk much about his emotions. He just picks up the tools and builds it. That's his way. No big speeches, no overthinking, just action. And honestly, strength isn't loud, it's consistent. He doesn't announce what he's doing, but he makes sure that things don't fall apart. This fencing, it's not just wood and wire, it's effort, it's responsibility, it's teamwork. Same like our homes. Strong homes are not built only with love, they are built with action. Installation takes patience. You want to ensure the bamboo is high enough so that the goats can't jump over, but also anchored well. Notice the checks pattern here? It's great because goats can't easily get their heads stuck in the smaller gaps, which is a huge relief for a livestock owner. This fence is about coexistence. It's about setting boundaries so that every part of the farm, the animals and the plants can thrive without interfering with each other. It took 3 full weeks to get this right. We ran short of materials. We have to go back to the shop and we have to check and recheck every post. But this week, something changed. Our workers weren't available. One was unwell and the other was tied up with other chores. So, my husband and I step in to do the heavy lifting ourselves. This is the raw reality of farm life. People see beautiful harvest, but they don't see the sweat behind the fence. If if there is one thing I've learned in this, farming teaches you to be self-dependent. I always tell people, don't start farming if you aren't ready to get your own hands dirty. Depending solely on labor is not wise. If the workers aren't there, the farm doesn't stop. The goats don't wait. The plant still needs protection. Building this wasn't just a core, it was an investment in the farm's future. It's another step in proving that we can do things differently, naturally, and beautifully. Build a system that respects the land, not just walls. And doing it ourselves ensured it was done right. In the end, the most reliable tools on the farm are your own two hands. And here we are on our final day. Even in our life, we need boundaries in so many places. with people who drain us, with conversations that disrespects us, with habits that harm our body, with overthinking that steals our peace, even with our own guilt. Boundaries are not ego, they are self care. You can love deeply and still say no. You can help others and still protect your time. You can forgive and still choose distance. Even Allah created boundaries in nature. The sea has a shore, the day has a night, the body has its limit. Why do you think we shouldn't? When we don't protect ourselves, we slowly disappear. We start shrinking to fit into places that were never meant for us. And then we wonder why we feel empty. Taking care of our heart is not selfish. Guarding our peace is not arrogance. Choosing rest is not weakness. Not everyone deserves unlimited access to you. No door has to remain open. Because the more you protect your inner world, the more beautifully you can show up to the outer world. And then your mind is calm, your decisions are stronger, your faith is steadier, your love is healthier. Peace grows where protection exists, just like a plantation and a fence. With this, we are fixing our last fence. The last fence, the final post, the final nail, and the final check. 3 weeks of planning, measuring, adjusting, and now it stands complete. Not perfect, but strong. Not fancy, but firm enough to protect what matters. And that's it, work done. And we walk to the shed. The same gate opens, the same goats, the same excitement. They rush out like always, full of energy, full of life. But this time, there is order. They run, they graze, they enjoy, and the plants stand untouched. This is freedom with direction, life with balance. And I stand here watching them. I realize when you protect what you're building, everything grows better. The animals, the plants, even you. As they jump around like this, I knew we did the right thing. Happy animals, safe plants, peaceful heart. And honestly, that's enough. Thanks for joining me at Monza FarmNest. Let me know in the comments, what do you do to protect what you're growing? Until then, take care.
ओहो इसकी जंप देखो कैसी है मालूम हाँ